Hello friends, it's Annette from Stampin' with the Bees, and tonight I thought I would crack open a kit. It is called the You Are Amazing Project Kit. I'm just a little bit early. Hang on, my video's going to be... It's Annette from Stampin' with the Bees. There we go. And it wants to go to my TV. Okay. Hi Julie, hi Joyce. I came on a little bit early because I thought I might need to grab a few things because I haven't opened the box yet. I figured I'd do that on camera with you guys and you get to see what's in here along with me. So it's called the You Are Amazing Project Kit. And just the kit itself is $45, which includes tax and shipping. And then to do the kit, they kind of recommend this stamp set. It's called You Are Amazing. It's got some really cool fonts, sentiments. I think they're really cool. It's great for birthday cards. So the two of them together is $70, which includes tax and shipping. So let's crack open this box. This is how it comes in this cardboard box, because I think once you get inside, I think there's like a decorative box. Yeah. So let's pull that out and get rid of the cardboard and the bag. Because the idea is if you wanted, you could like make the kit up and then give it to somebody as a gift. So it's a pretty cool box. It's all Bermuda Bay and Costa Cabana, my two favorite colors. So there's the lid, and then so we've got some twine that looks like a granny apple green, and then a whole bunch of stuff that's stuck in the box. There we go. That's all together in its own little package. I lowered the camera hoping that you'll be able to see better. I was watching one of the playbacks and I was like, sometimes you can't really see. Hi, June. Alright, there we go. And there's always a little piece of cardboard in here to protect the corners. I usually keep those because they're good for packing stuff if you're going to... Oh, that's not my garbage can. If you're going to, like, send somebody a card, it's nice to shove a piece of cardboard in there. Alright, so what have we got? We've got 4 different card bases. There's 4 of each... So it makes 16 cards. So there's the first card base. Oh, the inside is white, but the back is yellow. That's kind of cool. And then we've got some vellum tags. And the next one is polka dots and solid on the other side. This one's green with the stripes. And then this one is Bermuda Bay, I guess, on both sides. And still white inside. Yes. So what I'm going to do is set aside one of each. And what we'll do is we'll make one of each card. Put these back in the box. And then it comes with all the envelopes that you need here. So there's probably 16 envelopes. I'm not going to count them, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Oh, and the envelopes have... Oh, there's more than one kind. Hang on. Maybe we need to look here. Green. Oh, and they're... So some of them are Mango Melody and some of them are Bermuda Bay. That's cool. Envelope liners. It's pretty when your envelope is fancy. Alright, so there's our 4. And then we have... I'm going to say these are probably card fronts. Because there's 4 of these tulips. So we'll set one of those aside. And then this has some circles and banners. We'll keep one sheet of that. Well, we probably only need one of each. Although I like to stamp on the thing, so I'll keep it. And then there's a different... Is there... Oh no, there's more than one sheet of those. So we'll keep one sheet. Actually, we're probably not going to need... I'm not going to stamp on... I can't imagine they'd make me stamp on those. So let's just pop out what we need. Oh. I probably only need one. And there's 2 sheets of those. I love that. Wouldn't that be a cool foil paper to get our hands on? And then this is another piece to pop out. So there's 2 of those, because there's 4 cards, right? So there's going to be 2 of pretty much everything. And then there's 1 of those, 2 of those, so there's 4 of those. So maybe there's 1 for each card, but I'm going to leave them because, like I said, I like to stamp on them. And then I'm thinking these gold things, do they go on more than 1 card? Nope, so we only need 1. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Kathleen. Hi, Rita. Let's see, who else did I miss? I think I said Donna. Hello, Donna. Hello. I think I saw Yvonne's name on somebody saying hello to Yvonne. Unless you say hello, I don't know who's there. And then this one. And then we had these tags, and I'm thinking we're probably going to only need 1 tag, because there's 4, yep. And then these vellum pieces here, there are 4 of those, so we'll keep 1 of those. Okay, so I'm going to set the stamp set off to the side here a little bit. And now I'm going to lay out my cards, and hopefully you guys can see. So there's the Coastal Cabana one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Alright, so this bluey color one gets this on it, and the polka dot one is gonna get this. This one is an uppy. Okay, this vellum piece goes here, as does the gold piece, and this one goes on here. We'll leave this one to the side for a second. This goes here, and it gets one of these, and this one goes here, and I'm thinking that goes there, and this goes here, this goes here. Yes. Alright, I'm going to set them over a little bit though, because we need a little bit more room to possibly stamp. These are going to go really quick. Alright, so here's our sentiments. And this bubble here gets this really cool happy stamp. This one. Have you noticed I haven't read one single direction yet? Because I'm beginning to wonder what colors I'm supposed to... Oh, let's read the instructions, or not necessarily. This is what you get. So it says what the colors are in the stamp set. So we've got Flirty, Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Pretty Peacock, and it tells you you're going to need dimensionals and stamp and seal and all that. Okay, so stamp sentiment with Flirty. Okay, so let me get those colors out. So I'm going to need Flirty and Granny and Mango and Peacock. So those are my colors. Okay, so that's probably all I need to read. I think that's all I need to read. I'm going to keep this picture here, though, for me. You guys probably don't need to see. Yay, Linda, you're still awake. I know, Grace. I love the colors, too. They're right up my alley. Hi, Donna. Hi, Marion. Okay, so before I get too much further into this, there's like 10 of you now. Woo-woo. If you share my video of the project kit, then I'm going to mail you one of the cards from the kit. So if you share, you have to tell me that you share, because Facebook will tell me that 3 people shared, but it will not tell me who shared. So you have to actually tell me, and then I'll mail you a card. And if you buy this kit from me, because it's on my online store, and like I said, the kit was $45, and if you add the stamp set, it's $70. But if you buy the kit from me, I will add an embellishment of some type, like, I don't know, rhinestones or something I think that will go. Or maybe I'll send you like 4 different kinds so each card gets its own kind of thing. But that's my promise to you, sort of thing. Or my my what's the word? My shopping special. That's the word. Okay, so if we're going to do this one, I'm going to say that it is in Mango. Very pretty. Okay. So I'm going to, and this, is this the first time I inked? Well, this one's not photopolymer. It's probably not that big a deal, but I'm going to still do a practice stamp because, yeah, see, I didn't ink it up well enough. And I like to make sure that it's going to look good, because this is like a one-shot deal. If you don't get it right, you're going to be in trouble, right? All right, so we're going to go down and up. Oh, and look, it made the line. Oh, I hate when stamp sets do that. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Okay, so there, I already buggered one up. So, let me show you how you avoid that for future. Now see how the ink is on the edge? I'm going to get a baby wipe, and I'm just going to go along the edge and clean that sucker off. And then I'm going to make sure that I actually go down and up, because I'm thinking, maybe I need it a little closer to a net. I'm thinking I must have rocked it. And I'm only going to push in the middle, hold it there for a couple minutes, and boom, there we go. That's how you do it right. So, that's, yeah, so there you go. Even Annette makes boo-boos once in a while. Alright. I don't think we need that again. No, I'm going to leave it over here. And the mango can go away. Let's put it in the right spot. Peacock goes on. Okay, so we need a bigger block. And, okay, the stamp set went where? Right here. I need the hip hip hooray. Because it's a bigger. And these ones are the red rubber, so they have the foam, which is really good. Except, of course, if you put your finger in it. Alright, so we're going for this block right here. And this is a really dark, vibrant color. And just before we get me into trouble again, let's wipe some of that off right off the edge. I'm going to pull it a little closer to me. Hopefully you guys can still see, but I need to be above it a little bit so that I can make sure I'm even top to bottom, left to right. Oh my God, Linda Taylor. I know, she's awake. Can you imagine that, Joyce? Thanks, Denise. Hello, Jen. Okay, not the best, my best stamping. I don't know what's going on tonight, because it's not as dark. It's maybe one of those things where if you had a Stamparatus, you might want to do that. Really selling this kit, aren't I? Okay, what goes in this one? This one gets the thanks in the green. The thanks is cool too. It's like a little, banner. I haven't stamped this one yet. Oh, you know what else I didn't do last time is I didn't do a practice, did I? Nope, I did not. Oh, I was going to put the comments over here. Yeah, the stamp set is pretty awesome. Let's do some practice ones. Just because it's one of those filler type ones, and I always like to look at it and just make sure that it doesn't have like a hair or a fuzzy on it, because sometimes that can get you into trouble. And then it goes on this one. I'm thinking they turned it over though, and they didn't use the gold, but oh, it's a little crooked, but it looks pretty cool, right? But they flipped it over. See here, they flipped it over. Should I do that? Oh, if I do that, I better take it off here. Let's see if we like it better. All right. Not bad. A little straighter than the back side. Okay, and then last but not least, this one gets the "You Are Amazing." I love the fonts in this one. And we're going to put the green away. And this one's Flirty Flamingo, which is a really pretty pink. If you don't have it, it's really pretty. And ta-da! Okay, everybody's stamped. And did I just put my finger in the ink? No. Okay, so we'll pop these out. Hi, Tammy. All right. If you haven't been here before, maybe let people know where you're from. That'd be fun. And for anybody who wasn't here when I said it a minute ago, if you share this video, you'll have to send me your address, but I will mail you a card. And if you buy the kit, I will include an embellishment that I think goes with the kit. Alright, so to make this go a little faster, instead of my liquid glue that I usually use, I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal. So, a lot of people complain about it, but what I find is if you bring it right up on its nose, it stays stuck better. So, I'm going to center that. And then this one's going to go, and I'm not going to put it right to the edge because there's a piece of twine wrapped around it, but I figure it's easier to stick it down first. And then I'm going to bring my twine out. Well, maybe I'll put this down first just to be safe. And this I want to lift with dimensionals. Now that's the thing that the kit did not include, is it does not include dimensionals, so that's something that you would need. And if you'd rather I send dimensionals instead of embellishments when you buy the kit, I could certainly do that. And did you see this foil, Jen, or other people that haven't seen this before? Like, who doesn't want that in our next catalog to buy? It's so pretty. Alright, so now I'm going to open the twine. And the fun bit about a new roll of twine, is usually finding the end, but look at that, I found it right off the bat. That's not usually the case. Alright, so we need enough to tie a bow. Maybe I gave myself a little more than enough. And I'm sure if you actually read the instructions, which Annette does not do, it probably tells you to cut it like, I don't know, 8 inches or 5 inches or whatever. But I don't do directions. I'm going to trim this one just because it's a little frayed. And that one's a little longer than this one. Alright. And there's my bow. It's bigger than it shows in the picture, but I like a big bow. And then "You Are Amazing" is going to go on there. And there we go. And what I'm going to do in the next few days is I'm going to play with the kit and see if, you know, with a paper pumpkin kit, how they do like alternatives. Because this one here, I'm going to tell you right now, this pattern behind is very busy and it's not really my favorite. So I'm going to see if I can change this one up. And I might even flip it over and use this side instead. But I've also seen where people will take the card and turn it right side out and then put a fold line here and make it like a Z fold card. So I might try and do something like that, but so watch for that. Like, so come back to my page and watch for that. Okay, so this one here, I love this fun and green on the back, but I love this fun Speak words. Stripes. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. So this gold strip looks like it goes right down the middle of the card. So I'm going to try and make sure I'm in the middle, side to side. Yep. And then the piece of vellum. Now vellum is see-through, so I'm just going to lay it here. And if you put your adhesive, like if I slapped adhesive all over the place and it didn't get covered up by this scalloped piece, then, and it's only going to be yay, then you'll be able to see it everywhere. And should I be I should be popping that up though, right? Don't we think so? Yes. Okay, but I'm going to bring it in so it hits the vellum. Oh, maybe not. I should have brought it in so that it hit the vellum and not the whole front of the card. I can't seem to pick these up tonight. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take the one off in the middle and I'll center this on the vellum. And then I'm going to put snail on the vellum just behind the rectangle. And then I'm going to reach behind the vellum and remove my backings. And then everybody should be happy. And even and level and all that business. Alright, so I'm going to put that about halfway, which is what the picture shows. And then we're going to put our sentiment on the front. And I'm not watching comments. I love vellum, Joyce. I love to work with it, so I have figured out lots of little secrets. Pop it up. Joyce likes her bow punch. Oh, you have to show me the bow punch sometime. You hate tying bows? Oh, I have a lot of people who hate tying bows. But they look so pretty on the cards. Ugh. And funny story, before I was a demonstrator, when I had a demonstrator who drew parties, I would always like totally wimp out and get her to tie all my bows. How funny is that? And now I'm the one tying people's bows at classes. You know, back in the old days when we used to be able to hang out together. So there's a bow. It's not quite even, but I kind of like that it's not even. And then I need to dig back here for a glue dot, so pardon my arm. And I'm going to get my take your pick. And I'm going to actually, hopefully you can see this. Can you see the glue dot on there? I'm going to fold it. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my trick that I don't even show people. I'm going to fold this over the whole thing. And you can see where the glue dot is, mostly. And I'm going to take my scissors, not my good scissors though. And I'm going to cut the glue dot in half. And then I'm going to cut them in half again. And then you have a perfect, teeny tiny little glue dot for something tiny like twine. Otherwise, you're rolling it up in a ball and it's all bunged up and hard to hide. And there, and this is just going to sit right at the top here, according to the picture. And I think that card's done. Yeah. And then we have this one. And this one. Okay, and I always like to make, just a good tip too with kits and stuff, is you always want to make sure you know where your opening is when you lay your card front down. Because I can show you an example. No, that's actually not one. I have one somewhere here where I actually put the card together and I went to open it up and it was upside down and backwards. I don't know, it was like, wow. Like, it wasn't even a left-handed card, because I've done that before, and then it just becomes a left-handed card. But all right. Now, the bigger one looks like the shiny one Oh, is it because they want you to turn this over? Like, why in the world would you not use that foil? It's like they want you to turn it over. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to waste that foil. I'm going to put them both down. Because it's pretty. And I'm going to put them both down flat, and then I'll just pop up my sentiment. And does this one even have ribbon or twine? Oh dear. So before I stuck this down, I was supposed to wrap twine around it. And I kind of went across the middle. So let's see if I can get this piece through. I can. So I'm going to put a hole in the middle here. I'm going to put my twine in there. Oh dear, I just disconnected my twine from itself. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this back through. And then nobody will ever know. Although I think it's supposed to go twice. Do we dare to try and do that a second time to get it to go around twice? Oh, but it's supposed to be behind my circles. Hang on. How good is the Stampin' Seal? Oh, well, having just stuck it down. Oh boy. Okay, now where's my little arm? I'll put it through this way this time. You'd think that maybe I've had to do this before, wouldn't ya? Okay, and I'm gonna guesstimate. Why won't you go through that hole? There we go. You pull it back through. Got caught here. Okay, so there is the twine. Well, hey, I've made boo-boos on cards. It's just I don't always advertise that I've made boo-boos on cards. So there we go. Where do we want the bow? Does it even tell you that? It tells it. It shows a little bit past the thing, the sentiment. So I'm going to just pull this one tight, and I'm going to stick my. I might pop these up now. I might change my mind and pop those up. Okay. Oh. But I'm going to put extras on because I don't want it to bump down and have the seal try and stick to my card, and then I'd have a really wonky flat kind of thing happening. Otherwise I was going to have to rip that front off, and that was not going to be pretty, I promise. Alright, so we're going to hold this tight. I'm going to use a helper arm, and I'm just going to set the block there, and then I'm going to put this. There's a glare on that. I can't really. I want it maybe to be a little lower. How low can I go here before I run into adhesive? Alright, and then we'll put this here. And then we know that our sentiment is going to go right on there, and then it'll be popped on there. So we're going to put, okay, so, yeah, I don't like the gold side, actually. Isn't that strange? Why would they, I guess because it was all part of the same printout on the other side, right? So we'll put that there, and then I'm going to bring my, I got way too much twine here, but it's fine. We'll use it for something else. That other bow is tiny, so I could use it on one of the other cards, I'm sure. So it's going to be right up close to the thanks. That side's a little, but I wonder if I could. tie this one around it and do a double bow. Since, oh, it's going to be really short. Never mind. Okay, so that is number three. With lots of little tips of what do you do when you screw up. Okay, so this one is this way. And then we have the vellum, and there's a little punch out thing here on the top, which I'm pretty sure, oh my goodness, they wrap the twine around it like a million times. Oh, I know what to do with that. I'm gonna, where's my scrap? Well, I'm gonna pull, oh no, I used that the other day. Okay, we're gonna use this, and we're gonna put a little bit right here on the edge of that tag. Then I'm gonna take my scrap, because they show it wrapped around the, so this maybe is going to get a little tedious, but they show it wrapped around the tag like a million times, not a million times, but you know what I mean, a bunch of times. So if I put that glue on there, then maybe it will hold it in place for me. Take Your Pick tool has many, many, many uses. If you don't have it in your collection or something like it, you need it. Trust me. I use it for so much. Okay, hang on, I missed the end. I can see the shiny glue there. That little tail is not staying. I'm gonna, you can see here there's like these lines. I'm going to see if I can pick a couple off. And just put them right here, because I didn't go far enough on my, and then I can bring this piece up. And am I totally off camera now? And bring these ones up here and just stick them to the adhesive so that they stay up and out of the way. Oh. Now this is the one where I separated the threads, so I might just glue that down and trim it off, and grab the other piece. Actually, I should grab the piece that I'm going to end up tying my bow with, because I think there's a bow up there too. Sorry, this is the tedious part that I didn't realize was going to be, but it's going to look cool. So hopefully you'll bear with me and not be too bored watching me wind this around a million times. One more. And then this one's going to come up here, and then I'm going to tie probably the tiniest bow ever. There we go. So there's our little bow and fancy. Yay, this kit arrives Monday. Awesome. Did you hear me say, Jenna, that I'm going to do some alternatives? Okay, so this is going to go sideways. So let's put the dark behind it so we can see how we're going to... Well, so what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of adhesive. I'm just not going to go to the edges. Oh yeah, I peeled that off, didn't I? I peeled that adhesive back so far. But see how I mean? How they're like all these little strips? Can you see that on the camera? Hopefully. It's hard. I got the bright lights, and so everything has a glare when I look at the... Well, it's not a camera, it's my phone, but... Okay. I'm going to flip it over, so if I wreck it... I don't think I went over the edge, but I'm going to center that on the vellum, and then I'm going to flip this over, and again, make sure my card is the correct way, and then... Now we'll pop up the sentiment, not this. And then we'll center that, top to bottom, right to left. And then dimensionals are hiding now. And I'll have to go through my stash and see which bling would look good with this. Because of these colors, I'm wondering if those... I'm all about those Artistry Blooms sequins right now. Have you guys seen those? Mine are not in the package. They're kind of everywhere. But there's like different colors that I think would go with this kit. I'm trying to think what else. I don't think the holiday rhinestones would go so much, because I think having pink ones would be really cool. Yeah, and I think there's only 4 colors, right? Yeah. So maybe we'll stick a couple on this card. Let's see. Like these mango-ish colored ones. Oh, there's a hitchhiker. I'm gonna put one here. And one here, and then another little one up here, because I think that looks really good, right? Or any opinions? Gilded gems. Oh, maybe with the... Oh, because of the gold. Good call. I'm a fan of alternatives. Ha. Alright, I think that's my other glue dot. Let's not lose that. Gilded gems? You think so? Or even the metallic pearls? Gilded gems. I think they are still in the box with my yeah, I don't have them here. They're with my what do we call that thing? Oh, nope, I lied. What's the set that came out with that? So this one's already got something on it. So what else has gold on it? This one has a little bit of gold on it. Okay, now let's get rid of one of these big ones. Put it here on the bottom. Then it can have a sister sort of beside it. And then we'll put the other one, oh goodness, over here. So there, because it kind of goes with that gold. It is cool, Jenna. Good option. And then, these ones are really massive at the bottom, right? So we'll go, I think I like them on the green though. One there, and a semi one here. And then, are you guys noticing? I don't like that. I want it over here with the bow. So the whole design concept with bling, in my opinion, this is my golden rule, is there's 3, like it's got to be an uneven number. I like 3 or 5. I don't usually go 7. And then it's always a triangle. See how it's always a triangle? That's kind of how do I decide where I'm going to put them. These ones are, that's a really weird triangle, but it's a triangle nonetheless. And then this one here, I think I could probably get away with this pinkier. Although this card is really busy, maybe I can't. And I don't really want to put the gold on there, so maybe I will leave that one alone. So, keeping them all in the frame. Put this one here. I really like the polka dots on this one. And then this one. Yeah, me too. I think they all need a little bit of bling. I love those sequins. I've been using them on a lot of cards lately. And I actually have another card. It's going to be one of my cards of the day. I probably shouldn't show you. But it's using... Oh, no, I'm not going to show you because it's not this set. It's a different set. So, no, you can't see it. It's going to be for another day. Because I've been putting up... Have you guys been watching my blog or my Facebook page or my Instagram page? Because I've been... February is my birthday month, and I have been putting a card up every day. And if you go to my blog, you can find measurements and product names and stuff, so you can search things up, and you can go to my store from that page. Or you guys can email me if you want something, and I can place the order for you, however you want it. So one last time, if you share the video, I will mail you one of these cards. You're going to have to give me your address if I don't already have it. And you have to tell me that you shared, because Facebook will only tell me that, 5 people shared, not that who shared. It doesn't tell me who shared, it just tells me that 5 people shared it, if that's the case. So yeah, so share the video, get a free card. If you purchase the kit, I will include some bling, and I kind of like the idea of mixing it up and not giving you all one kind, so I might give you whatever you would need to do all 16 cards. So like if I choose to give you gold ones for this one, then I would give you enough to do 4 cards, for like etc. sort of thing, right? So have a great rest of the Friday night, and a great weekend. And I think I'm gonna do another video tomorrow. I'm gonna come in the morning, I think, and because I haven't done. Hang on, I'm going to pull it out here, and I'm going to have a little bit of a crash because that box is sitting on top. But I think I'm going to come in tomorrow, and I'm going to do another Facebook Live in the morning because I promised I would do more for my birthday month. And I have not cracked this Sending Hearts kit from Paper Pumpkin yet, and I think I'm going to come on in the morning and crack that. And when I say morning, I'm thinking like 9:30. That's as early as I think I'm gonna attempt that, because I don't have to get up at 5:30 on a Saturday because I'm not going to work. So, all right, any more? Oh, there's maybe missing. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so have a great weekend, a great rest of your Friday night, and I'll see some of you back here tomorrow. And don't forget to, look at my Facebook page, blog, whatever, and check out my cards of the day. And then the blog has all the instructions, like as far as measurements, and I should maybe have had the cards down here and I could have showed you some of them, but if you go further up on my page, you'll be able to see them. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And once again, have a great weekend.